Hey guys, so today's video was a video request from you, and you guys asked how can you get a better night's sleep? How can you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer? And I definitely think that especially nowadays as compared to years ago that sleep deprivation is a much bigger problem. Reason why, you guys know that sleep deprivation not only makes you tired throughout the day, but it doesn't make your brain function as well. It can cause you to gain weight because your body, doesn't have the proper balance of hormones. Lack of sleep can cause acne and all sorts of bad things. But also, I definitely think it's different today than it was years ago because today we have more stress in our lives. More is expected from us. We have more technology and phones and iPads and alarm clocks that we're looking at right before we go to bed that stimulate us. And some people, like myself, kind of have your phone on 24/7 and sometimes it rings during the middle of the night and then you can't go back to sleep. And I have been trying to wake up earlier and go to sleep earlier. I've been trying to go to sleep at like 9 or 10 and wake up at like 6, but that does not work for me. So it's been more like going to sleep at 12 and waking up at 8. But I'm the kind of person that I either need a full 8 hours of sleep or 4 hours of sleep, and I'll be waking up all through it, and then after a week I'm just done. So I did want to bring you guys this video because it's a couple things that I've noticed have helped me. It's things that other people have said have helped them, and hopefully it'll be able to help you. And bottom line, different people need different things. Some people only need 6 hours of sleep. Some people need 10 hours of sleep. So make sure that you kind of look into what works for you, what works best for your body, and kind of experiment with that. Do you need a lot of sleep? Do you need just a touch of sleep? Do you need to have a firm mattress or a soft mattress? Do you need it to be warm? Do you need it to be cold, etc.? One of the first things that you guys can do is turn out the lights, turn off the technology, and, totally zone out before you go to bed. A lot of people watch TV before they go to bed, or they play on their phones before they go to bed, or they're on an iPad or a computer. And the problem with that is that brightness of those screens can really cause you, the way our body works is that we're programmed to be awake during the day when it's light and bright outside and go to sleep when it's dark. When we have all these bright things going on right before we go to bed, it kind of tricks our body into thinking we should be awake. The best thing you can do is about 30 minutes before bed, turn out all the technology, turn off the lights, turn off everything. Just shutting down that technology will help your body start to produce melatonin. Melatonin. Oh my gosh, I'm totally getting these two confused. One is like what the sun does to your skin, and the other one is a sleeping hormone. I think melatonin is a sleeping hormone. Once you shut off all these lights, it'll help your body produce that sleeping hormone. Melatonin is a hormone that helps you sleep, and it's only produced during the dark times when it's dark. If you have an alarm clock, throw a blanket over it. If you need to, you can put one of those little sleeping masks over your eyes. Just make sure that you put down the technology, cover those alarm clocks and screens, so that way you really can have a restful night's sleep. If it's bright outside because of the moon, draw the curtains or something, because the more darkness you have, the easier it's going to be to fall asleep. Another you can do is exercise, eat, and drink earlier in the day. If you exercise right before you go to bed, your body's going to still have that accelerated heart rate. If you're eating, your digestive tract is really going to be put in overdrive, and that can make it hard to sleep. If you do get super hungry before bed like me, you can have a small snack or something, but avoid these big meals. And if you can, try not to exercise, not to eat, not to drink anything about an hour before you go to bed, because it'll really help prepare your body to kind of shut down and slow down to have a better, more restful night's sleep. Another thing you can actually do is clean your room. I don't know about you guys, but this was a huge thing for me. What I notice is that when I go to bed, my thoughts like swim about what I have to do today, what do I have to do the next day, all that kind of stuff. And what I noticed is that having a messy room actually kind of stressed me out and kept my mind buzzing. And once I cleaned my room, I realized, oh my gosh, like it's a lot easier for me to go to sleep. There's not as much stuff around me, so I wasn't as stressed. And I didn't know that that was such a big thing until I did it, and then I read up and apparently other people felt the same way. But having a clean room kind of helps you de-stress if a messy room is something that stresses you out. If it doesn't, maybe this isn't something for you. But if you do have a very messy room and find it hard to go to sleep in there, but easier to go to sleep in another room, maybe that has something to do with it. It might be that you have something going on and you need to clean this, and it can stress people out. So beware of that, and maybe it's time, maybe there's another excuse for you to clean your room. Establish a regular sleeping schedule. For instance, instead of going to bed at 5 p.m. on one night and 12 p.m. the next night and 9 p.m. the next night and waking up at 6 and then 10 and then 5, go to bed on a regular pattern, especially like, oh my god, my school back in high school, they had the weirdest schedule. We would go like Monday Monday was like normal hours from like 8 to 3, right? Tuesday would be like a lazy Tuesday or whatever, so we would go in an hour late, which was like we get to sleep an extra hour. And then Wednesday we would like get out an hour early, and then Thursday we would go in an hour early, and then Friday we would go in an hour early, and then Saturday we would just sleep in. And it's like that messed up my sleeping schedule so much. I don't know why they do that to kids. But having a regular sleeping schedule helps so much. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you want to wake up at the same time and go to bed at the same time. And then even on weekends, try to do it. A lot of people see the weekend as, oh my God, I want to stay up late and sleep in. And yes, that's fun and that's good and everything, but the problem is it can be bad for our sleeping schedule. So if at all possible, try to go to bed and wake up even on weekends on a regular interval sleeping schedule time, because that really just programs your body to do something like a routine naturally, so that way when you need to get to sleep, it'll be a lot easier. This was another huge thing for me, but try not to drink coffee or tea after about noon time. And the reason why are energy drinks. Oh my God, all the kids nowadays are so hopped up on these energy drinks and Red Bulls and rock stars. They're like, blah. At least that's what happens to me when I go on them. But everyone's been drinking these energy drinks and stuff. Try not to drink those after 12 p.m. And the reason why is because that caffeine in that tea, caffeine in that coffee, the caffeine, the sugar, those energy drinks can keep you stimulated and awake longer, especially if you have them even at 5 o'clock and let's say you're going to bed at 10. That caffeine can still stay and circulate throughout your body and you will not be able to go to sleep. And yes, that even counts for diet sodas. Diet sodas have a ton of caffeine. So try to avoid those drinks. First off, they're probably not the best for you, even though tea is good for you. Even sleepy time tea, this totally messed me up. I used to drink sleepy time tea right before bed. Little did I know that caffeine-free tea still has itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny, tiny spots of caffeine in it, and that was keeping me up at night. So don't drink caffeinated beverages past 12. Even if it's sleepy time, bedtime tea, don't drink it right before bed. Maybe drink it a couple hours before because it still has some caffeine in it. The other thing you can do is make your bed a sleeping place. Make sure that you only do sleeping or sleep-related activities there. For instance, I know that I used to do my homework on my bed, and it would be really difficult for me to go to sleep. And the reason why is because every single time I was doing my homework, I was stressed. But then when I would go down to go to sleep, I would be thinking, oh my God, this is my homework place, and be all stressed out. So if you can not watch TV on your bed, not do homework on your bed. You know, let's say that reading, I don't know, reading for me, if I'm sitting on this couch right here, I can read for hours and not fall asleep. But when I'm in my bed, if I start to read, I will be out like a light. So reserve your bed for sleeping-related activities, like if you want to read something quiet, something gentle, and reserve the eating and the homeworking and the stressful stuff for another spot. That way, when you go to your bed, your body is used to being relaxed and comforted there, and you're not going to have these stressful thoughts swimming through your mind. That way, you won't be stimulated there, and it'll be a more stress-free place that you will allow your body to sleep. And the very last tip that I have for you guys is to meditate, and you're probably going to think I'm crazy, but I talked about it in another like stress buster video, which I think that a lot of you would benefit from if you guys are stressed like me. But I think that meditation is great. It really is a way to just calm down your mind, whether you meditate on a book or whether you listen to those little recordings on like your phone or an iPod or something. They have them on like YouTube for free, but it's just like relax, like muscle tensing relaxation. In yoga, we do this like muscle tensing and then releasing. It's like muscle therapy. You do that before you go to bed. Listen to some meditation before you go to bed and you will be out like a light. When you go to bed, that just really helps to calm you down. It helps to get your mind off of all these swimming thoughts and really helps you fall asleep. So I love you guys. I hope that this helps you. I hope that this answers your question. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night's sleep tonight because maybe you will turn off the lights and not eat past noon. I don't know. Or not drink caffeine past noon. But I love you guys so much. My hair is really freaking me out today. Look at this. I look like a wildebeest. Do I look like a wildebeest? If it was like curled like this, oh my God, I would totally look like a wildebeest. I did once. People used to have this hairstyle. Anyways, guys, my hair's just gonna freak out. I'm gonna hope that you have a good night's sleep. And of course, if you have any other tips or tricks that help you get to bed, be sure to share them. I heard that warm milk can also help you fall asleep. It has tryptophan. Turkey has tryptophan. Tryptophan is another one of those hormones that helps you fall asleep. So warm milk or turkey will also be good for you to eat as before bedtime snacks. But I love you guys. Be sure to share your tips and tricks. And my wildebeest hair loves you guys so much. And I love you just as much as my wildebeest hair does. So I cannot wait to hear about what you guys have to say and talk to you all soon. Love you guys. Bye.